Welcome back to Minecraft and Gym episode 2, where we talk about the gym, training, life, and overall well-being while I play Minecraft in the background. So I had to restart a new world because the version that the last one was in kept crashing, and I didn't want to invest more time trying to figure it out and get it to work, so I went back to my go-to version of 1.20.1 and started a new world there. Plus I kept dying in the last one, so... First, I'll talk about what my past week looked like for me and my training. I just finished my last program on January 13th, went on vacation, and now I'm starting fresh, recovered, and excited on Monday, January 20th. You don't need to be so time-oriented. We're often slaves to the clock that we stress ourselves out even more than we have to. Don't wait for a specific day or time to start something. Start it now, learn as you go. Anyhow, training from January 20th to 26th. So Monday night, January 20th, first day of the new 2025 program. It was a heavier lower day, hard squat variation, so it was a high bar close stance. I was trying to remember my foot positioning and fighting against leaning over, more focused on quad and bracing. I moved on to some heavy RDLs and hack squats, slow eccentric, so that I can make sure I feel comfortable with that weight. There's 2 sets per exercise. I want to recover and be able to walk tomorrow. No need to overdo anything on the first day or week for that matter. Keep it simple and fast. I did some leg curls, 2 sets of leg extensions, and then I went on and did some side planks called Copenhagen planks, so I could start working on my hip and core strength a little bit more. I finished with a mile run. I dreaded every second of it. Wanted to stop every minute. The reason why I'm running a little bit more now is I can feel a bit more gassed out when when I don't do as much cardio on those higher rep sets. So anything above a set of 10, I'm definitely starting to get a little gassed out, especially if it's a lower body movement. Winter also makes it hard to be outside. I usually go on a lot of hikes, a lot of runs. I don't really like doing cardio in the gym, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So overall, I'll rate it an 8 out of 10 workout because of the mindset and the mood was there, but I was having a bit of a hard time figuring out my stance when it came to the high bar squat. Last time I hit it was about 6 weeks ago, which prevented me from going a little bit heavier than I wanted to on squats, but that's okay for the first day back. The rest was perfect and it was fun. I moved fast, so 8 out of 10. January 21st. It was a Tuesday morning, heavy upper body day. Hey man, feeling a little tight from last night, so the leg day, nothing too distracting, warmed up, and I felt fine. So again, it was a heavy upper body day, just like I did with the squat variation, picking a hard variation. I picked a hard variation for bench press, so it was a Larson press to build confidence and certainty of where strength might be. Hit a 5-pound PR, but I was very nervous even though I came in confident and the weight flew up. But it's good to know when to take a win and not overshoot. The next time I hit this variation, it'll be once again another 5-pound PR, which is what I strive for. The reason I picked the Larson press is I get comfortable with hard movements. Never maxed out on Larson press before this year, but it has helped my bench tremendously. That's the variation where you have your feet up, so you have very little leg drive. So basically every time I hit the Larson press, I get a new PR. I'd advise you to find variations where you can get more at a less weight and practice those frequently. Moving on, I did some overhead press and some dips. Again, kind of with following the lower body day, I did the 2-set strategy. High reps, high intensity, but just 2 sets to keep the overall fatigue low on the first week. You don't want to overdo it. Moved on to some lateral raises, tricep extensions. Pushed hard, but picked movements that weren't too taxing on the joints, since I already hit all those muscles on the main movements already. I actually had extra time this day to throw in some abs, so I did 3 sets of ab roller, and I finished up with light band tricep extensions and face pulls. The purpose of these is to keep the elbows and shoulders warm and healthy as I continue to push hard on bench variations. After that, I finished with a mile. It was fast, despite being sore a little bit from leg day. I wasn't too sore though, and I didn't dread as much as I did the night before, and it was a little bit faster too. Overall, great workout. 10 out of 10. Even though I was nervous on my programmed weight on the Larson press, I smashed it with more in the tank, so already off to a good start. The workout was fast. I was sweating, pumping iron hard, blew through the sets while still having time to go decently heavy. Had enough time to throw in a couple extra workouts. The gym was busy, but not overly crowded. So Wednesday was a rest day. Just went to work, had some clients. I was sore, especially in the core, so due to the abs and planks. Lats were a bit tight, but legs, the primary movers, chest, shoulders were just slightly sore, which is the goal of the 2-set system. I was very tired and fatigued, probably due to not resting as much as I should have. So Thursday night, January 23rd, it was a back day. I actually started with A very light 4x4, 4 sets of 4 on regular bench press, about 70% of my 1 rep max, with just 60 seconds in between sets. It's a strategy called priming. You have one very light day to just solidify your setup and get a feel for how you are progressing as the weeks go by, followed by 3 sets of 10 of close grip Larsen pause. It is a difficult variation, but it carries over very well on your lockout. You gotta go very light. You should not be very sore from these 2 exercises. Now moving on to the actual back exercises. I did 1 heavy pull-up at an RPE of 8, meaning I could have added more weight or done about 3 reps, but I decided to just do 1 rep. It lowers the fatigue and helps recovery. We will be increasing the weight or the RPE as the weeks go by. 2 back down sets of 8 to 10 reps. Again, try not to max out on these as well. Leave 1 or 2 reps in the tank. I moved on to 3 sets of bent over rows, 8 to 12 reps, leaving 1 to 2 in the tank. I did focus on a slow eccentric. 2 sets of wide grip lat pull downs, leaving 1 in the tank, 8 to 12 reps. Again, slow eccentric and the full stretch at the top. Moved on to 2 sets of close grip cable rows, 8 to 12 reps, slow eccentric. Finished with alternating bicep curls, 3 sets of 10 to 15 on each arm, focusing on the stretch and eccentric, followed by kettlebell curls. So you get 1 heavy kettlebell as if you're doing a very close grip hammer curl. 3 sets of 10 to 20 helps with grip, and it's a great bicep finisher. Overall, it was an 8 out of 10 workout. I moved pretty fast, but I did feel a little tired, and biceps could have been given a little bit more energy. But for the first week, I'll take it. Now moving on to Friday, January 24th, it was a morning workout. It was a lower body volume day. I did 3 sets of 10 at 60% of Monday's variation, so it was close stance high bar squats. Great quad pump. Didn't feel too burned out, and really you shouldn't. That's why you're going for lower percentages. Moved on to some sumo deadlifts. 85% of my 1 rep max, 1 rep as a primer, then 2 sets of 5 at 85%, and that was it. Felt good, the setup was great. I don't need much volume for deadlifts at the moment. In reality, 3 to 4 sets a week is enough for me to keep progressing while keeping your fatigue and recovery optimized. The deadlift is something that really impacts your central nervous system, so you got to keep that in mind. I then moved on to 2 sets of 20 to 24 stride lunges, so it's just regular walking lunges, but 10 to 12 reps each leg. Slow eccentric, focus on the glutes, and leave about 2 in the tank. You'll know because it's pretty cardiovascular hitting inducing. Moved on to 2 sets of Smith machine good mornings, 10 to 12 reps, really slow eccentric, great for hamstrings and bulletproofing your lower back. I skipped my ab workout because I was still sore from my previous ab workout on Tuesday. You gotta treat abs like every other body part. Listen to it when you are extremely sore, don't push it too hard. And then finished up with half a mile of running, then I had to head to work. Overall, it was a 9 out of 10 workout, moved really fast, and everything felt great. Deadlifts could have moved a tiny bit better, but overall, a very successful day. January 25th, it was a morning workout, upper body volume. Started with 5 sets of 10 of my variation from Tuesday. So it was 55% of my Larsen pause 1 rep max. 55, it's pretty low, but I did 5 sets, so overall 50 reps. Purpose is to build a solid foundation with all of these movements and confidence in moving weight efficiently. Moved on to flat dumbbell bench press. All reps were slow and had a slight pause. It was 2 sets of 8 to 12. First set I overshot and got 7 with barely 1 in the tank. Dropped it down and did 9 of the next. But overall it's good for me to figure out what weight I should do next week. I then did 3 sets of chest supported T-bar rows, 8 to 12 reps each, leaving 2 in the tank. I got 12, 10, 10, all within the rep range. It felt great, and I added an extra second or 2 at the bottom to really feel that stretch. Moved on to 3 sets of dumbbell seated overhead press. It was about, the bench was about 80 to 85 degrees, so it's not completely upright. It should actually never be completely upright. 8 to 12 reps. I got 12, 10, 10, and it was a great pump. Left about 1 in the tank for each set. Moved on to 3 sets of bodyweight pull-ups with a slow eccentric. I made sure not to go to failure on each one. Stopped about 2 reps short. This is very important to keep your recovery in check while still progress by at least 1 rep week to week. 3 sets of 10 to 15 leaning single arm lateral raises. What the heck is that? So you're on your side on an adjustable bench and you're just moving one arm, working out one shoulder at a time. It's great to burn out your shoulders while not using very heavy weight. 10 to 15 pounds with slow eccentric will fry you right up. So give it a try. I went to failure on these. Did 3 sets of 10 to 15 dumbbell skull crushers. It's great for the stretch, great tricep workout, and it helps out the lockout aspect carrying over to your bench. Again, go to failure with these. Finished with 3 sets of barbell curls and 3 sets of hammer curls, both 10 to 15 reps, finishing the day off with a good bicep pump. I did include my 3 sets of 33 banded tricep extensions and face pulls that I also did on Tuesday. I try to do these every upper body day. It's a really small band, so that's why I can pull off 33 reps in one set. I try to do these every upper body day again, to keep recovery, mobility, and straining low, especially when you're pushing close to your limits pretty frequently, which is kind of where I'm at right now. Overall, it was a 10 out of 10 workout. Had fun. I moved very fast, even though I had a handful of movements to do. It was the last day of week 1. 5 days of training, 2 rest days on Wednesday and Sunday. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Subscribe if you'd like to keep listening to me or getting new training setups and tips. So yeah, that was my first week. Overall pretty good, great mood and mindset. Excited to get the year moving. Now, to determine your goals for the coming year, specifically fitness goals, you gotta ask yourself, where are you now? Are you happy? Do you just want to keep progressing? Or are you stressed and unsure about what path to take? I think that's a great first question to ask. Are you happy now? What can you do to keep that momentum going and ensure you stay on the right path? Or again, are you stressed or just overwhelmed about where you are, where to start, or how to adjust what you're doing right now? Figure out where you are first. It should slap you right in the face as I'm speaking. After you figured that out, regardless of your position, ask yourself if you're in or outside of your comfort zone. Even if you're very satisfied with the place that you're at, being too comfortable will lead to a mundane way of training or living for that matter. This can be carried to any realm in life. Can you try a new exercise? What can you sacrifice to get more time? Are you bored? If you hit a plateau, where can you challenge yourself? Even outside of the gym, are you neglecting certain things that can improve your life? Your success in training can, but not always, be a reflection of your success in life. Do you need to start tracking stuff a little bit more? Start tracking in general, learning, writing, reading, journaling. Those are just some questions to get you to start thinking. Specifically in the gym, do you want to lose weight, gain muscle, gain weight, or just lose fat? Or bulk, strength, or muscle build? Whatever is healthy and challenging for you, do it. Strive for it. Gaining strength and muscle while looking lean is probably most, if not all, of your guys' goals. It's still mine. Well, you can do it. But what's harder is balancing it all out. But I believe that's the key right there. A good balance in training, in life. General strength, good muscle mass while having the muscle mass visible, and being able to get your heart rate up and keeping it there for an extended amount of time. That's a damn good lifestyle if I have the right to say so. So this is about you. Are you happy or stressed? Are you getting out of your comfort zone? Do you have more weight than you would like? Plan around losing the weight. Lift heavy. Track your workouts. Get enough protein in. Get enough sleep. Don't lose weight too fast. Don't cut out too much food at once. Take it slow. Make it sustainable. Think about your sanity. This is a lifestyle, not a 6-month phase. You want to bleed into a sustainable lifestyle that you can hold for a while. That's why it's called a lifestyle. Do you want to gain weight? Strive to also lift heavy and exert your body. It will tell you when it needs to be fed more. Try to track how much you're eating. Again, think about your sanity. Don't stuff your face, but try adding an extra 100 calories or 2 to your daily intake. Don't supplement your calories with junk. Don't go out and just stuff your face with burgers and a lot of processed food to gain the weight. Eat good, healthy whole foods. Get your protein in, and especially your carbs. Try to keep the saturated fats down to the best of your ability. Building muscle comes with both gaining and losing weight. But going to the extreme on either end will, on one side, make you lose muscle too fast when you've invested a lot of time and sweat to get in the first place, or gain a lot of fat too quickly, which will cover up your hard-earned muscle. Keep it slow, stay mindful, adjust as you learn, but don't let your fear of messing up stop you from starting. You aren't going to gain or lose 40 pounds in a day. Plan it out, think about your sanity and staying healthy. Balance every aspect of your fitness to be sustainable. And then you'll be successful, but just start. So yeah, to kind of wrap things up, if you have any feedback or you like the style of this video, go ahead and subscribe. Comment down your feedback below, any questions, comments, concerns, and if possible, maybe give me a thumbs up. I'm going to keep posting my workouts and then maybe just a little bit of commentary at the end, kind of like this video. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to actually do weekly videos on this. There's a wide range of topics I can talk about, even if you're here for the advice or the training. Thanks for watching.